This ministry content is brought to you by the partners of Terrisavellefoy Ministries.
Imagine Jesus standing before you today and just asking you, do you really think I can give you that business, that career, that ministry, that financial breakthrough, or that relationship goal? And without hesitation, you boldly say, yes, Lord. You don't have to know how He's going to bring your dream about. You only need to trust that He will. Hey, I'm Terrisavellefoy, your cheerleader of dreams. I want to talk to you about how to get God's full attention with 2 words. But first, I want to say a big Happy Thanksgiving if you're from the U.S. But even if you're not, I'm thankful for you. Okay, since I'm the cheerleader of dreams, I want to talk about some big dreamers. Would you have ever believed that raspy rocker Rod Stewart used to work as a grave digger in a London cemetery? Or the actor Hugh Jackman worked as a gym teacher who moonlighted as a party clown for $50 a gig? Or what about Dr. McDreamy from Grey's Anatomy? Actor Patrick Dempsey was a professional juggler and performed with Cirque du Soleil. Well, just as their dreams of singing and acting may have seemed utterly impossible considering where they started, your dreams probably seem equally as unachievable. You don't know how God can do it. You don't know the right people. You don't have the money. You don't have the connections or spectacular opportunities just being handed to you. All you know is that God told you to dream. Now, all He's asking you to do is believe. There's a story in the Bible of 2 men who were blind, and they approached Jesus asking if He would give them their sight. Well, instead of just instantly healing the men, Jesus put the responsibility back on them by asking one vital question. Do you believe I can do this? This is Matthew 9:28. Now, the key to their breakthrough was in their response. Without hesitation, the men proclaimed, "Yes, Master." Jesus then touched their eyes and gave the solution to any of us desiring an impossible dream. Verse 29 in the Message Bible, it says, become what you believe. See, just as those men began to see outwardly, you need to see your dream inwardly, as if it's already happened. You need to have bold faith in God's ability to do what seems impossible. Imagine Jesus standing before you today and just asking you, do you really think I can give you that business, that career, that ministry, that financial breakthrough, or that relationship goal? And without hesitation, you boldly say, yes, Lord. You don't have to know how He's going to bring your dream about. You only need to trust that He will. So I want to teach you the highest expression of your faith in 2 words. You might think it's, yes, Lord. You're close, but that's not it. Did you know that when you actually say, thank you in advance for what God is about to do in your life, you have just practiced the highest expression of your faith in God? Did you hear me? You might want to rewind that part. Or just put 2 words in the comments so you don't forget. Just type the word thank you in all caps in the comments. See, when you thank God before your breakthrough, you have just demonstrated the highest expression of your faith. It just shows that you truly trust Him. It proves that you really believe He loves you. You're so convinced that you're going to thank Him in advance. So if you really think about it, you already demonstrate that extreme faith in people that you trust who make promises to you. Let me tell you a quick story. Years ago at my birthday party, I was sitting at the restaurant and I'm opening gifts from the family. Then all of a sudden, I opened a gift in a box that felt kind of light. I pulled out a piece of paper from Rodney with a photo, and it was a picture of an iPad. He printed on there and it said, "You have a new iPad coming." I was like, what? I do? And I squealed and I ran over and I hugged him and I thanked him for giving me exactly what I wanted. Now think about it. My response doesn't seem so crazy, does it? Wouldn't you say thank you and show your appreciation? I mean, it's pretty rude to say, yeah, right, I'll believe it when I see it. He would have been like, you bratty little rife, you can forget the iPad, right? But here's my point. I thanked Rodney before I ever actually held the iPad. Why? Because I had faith in His word. I trust Him. I know Him. I thoroughly believed He would do what He said He would do on that little piece of paper. So I went ahead and told Him how much I appreciated it. Well, God is not a man that He should lie. He said on paper, no good thing will He withhold from those who walk uprightly. He said, if you delight yourself in Him, He will give you the desires of your heart. I love this one. He said, therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you've received it and it will be yours. So go ahead and thank Him for what you believe He is going to do in your life. In fact, successful people have stumbled upon this incredible act of faith by keeping a gratitude journal. So this week, I want to give you your free download of 5 reasons successful people keep a gratitude journal. It's taken straight from my latest book, and I know it's going to help you get this success habit down in you. I want you to see for yourself how much these words thank you mean to the Lord. In fact, listen to this true story. There's an amazing story in Luke. It's Luke 17, and it's about 10 lepers who were healed by Jesus. Now, it's important to note that leprosy is a flesh-eating disease. So if you had this sickness, it was obvious. You would have pieces missing, like part of your nose or your ear or your elbow or your forehead. Well, when Jesus healed these 10 lepers, the leprosy no longer destroyed their flesh. However, whatever leprosy they had experienced up to that time was still recognizable. But the Bible says that as the 10 lepers went on their way, there was one, only one, who turned back to Jesus and simply said 2 words, "Thank you." Now, apparently, his 2 simple words meant so much to Jesus that he even asked, "Where's the other 9?" In other words, are they not grateful? Then Jesus went on to say to the one, "Get up, go on your way, your faith has made you whole." Now keep in mind, there is a difference in healing and wholeness. Healing means that the leprosy no longer ate away their flesh. Wholeness means that whatever was missing, the ear, the nose, the elbow, the forehead, was restored to normality. In other words, there were no signs this man had ever been a leper before. That's a huge difference, isn't it? So you can get to a place in your life where there are no signs you've ever lost anything. How? By simply saying thank you to Jesus. Thank Him for what He's done. Thank Him for what He's about to do in your life. Expressing gratitude is one of the greatest habits to retrain your mind for success. So how do you change a lousy, complaining, discouraged attitude? With gratitude. You have something to be thankful for. Don't keep it inside. Express it to God. Listen to what God says. This is one of my favorite verses. It says, "Do not fret or have anxiety about anything, but in every circumstance and in everything by prayer and petition, definite request, with thanksgiving, continue to make your wants known to God." Those 2 little words, with thanksgiving, or simply thank you, have more impact than you can imagine. I would love to hear in the comments one thing you can say thank you for. And I want you to be sure to get your free download on the 5 reasons successful people keep a gratitude journal. So just click the link in the description and remember, I am cheering you on to live your dreams.